questions, you guys?
How do you feel their defense is going so far?
I think we're progressing. Today was a good first time we got in there and actually got after each other pretty good. We competed, a lot of mistakes, a lot of things to coach off, and I'm a guy that doesn't mind when there's mistakes out here because we can work from that. I'd rather them happen here than on game day. There's a lot of things that came up today as you watch the scrimmage, with different things that we can now work with our players on. You stop them and you're offsides, 3 or 4 times on a 4th down, make a big play, and little things. And it always will come back to little things. We've talked about it constantly. If you want to be good, you got to take care of the little things, and then the big things take care of themselves. And that's everything. And we've just got to become more disciplined. And it's always a good day for me because I start to get a better feel because there was things that came up that would only come up in a scrimmage that we can put to rest next week.
You're getting a better feel for your personnel?
Yeah, I am. I think when I go in and watch the tape, I'll have a better feel. When you stand at this level, as you guys were watching today, it's hard to see a lot of things you want to look at, and so I'm going to go in and look at that film today and spend some time with it. And I always do spend most of my time in the first couple scrimmages of whether it be a preseason or a spring practice, because I want to get to see what we can do. You come out today, you're not calling defenses to try to beat, you're just trying to get your stuff in and get to work on it and be able for them to see, all the different things that may happen to you.
Are you seeing steady growth from practice 1 to now?
I think so. I'm feeling better because so I figure if I'm feeling better, they must be feeling better. But it's starting to come, we're growing. There's little things, little nuances that pop up each day that will just take some time for us to work through, and we're getting there. We got 7 down. But it's like anything. Time is your enemy out here. You only have so much time, so much practice, and so that's what we're trying to. Every chance we get out of it, we've got to make the most. We can't afford to waste a spring practice.
You've been through 30-some springs in your career now.
To remind me of that?
Is there anything different in particular about how UCLA structures their spring?
A little bit different in the fact that I'm not used to music, but I'm getting the hang of it. Like Jim actually threw in some Sinatra and some Temptations today. I think he was, because I was teasing him the other day about it, and so he put it in there today. I know that was dig for me, but I heard the players singing the Temptations songs. I was pretty good about that. But no, the pace is different. Obviously, the way we practice is the up tempo because of our offense is up tempo. That's a little bit different now. At West Virginia, it was like that, but not the whole practice. It was just certain periods. Here, it's pretty much tempo all the time. At Penn State, we had a little different structure of practice. We got that type in 2 minutes. So it's just different. There's no right or wrong way. They're all good. You just learn from it and get better. And for what we do on offense and what goes on in this conference, it's probably pretty good the way we practice.
Given having seen that many defenses, where would you rate this defense in terms of just talent level compared to what you've seen?
Well, I have a tough time doing that just now. I'll know better next season when we start to play games. Right now when the bullets aren't live, and so we're growing as a defense. So I've got to get to spend time with these guys. It's much more to me than just the physical nature of playing. I don't know enough of them mentally yet. I haven't had a chance to spend time. So this week I've started to call kids and players into my office to spend time. I need to know them mentally, where they are, and get a feel for what they can handle, what they can't handle. I want to get to know them as people because it's still a people's game. And I have not had that opportunity. Right now it's been all X's and O's. Well, those X's and O's are people. And I've got to do a better job of getting to know my people and because I want to get their feedback. Sometimes as a coach you forget. It's always good to ask the guys and say, okay, what do you think about this or this? And just get their feedback. It doesn't mean I'll agree with it, but I do want to get their feedback.
Are you going literally individually with every single player on defense?
Oh, no. I'm just going to call certain guys, and I'll pick my spots as we go along here with certain guys. And I've kind of gone around just this morning asking if they'd stop in and just spend some time with me. And it's not going to be a formal deal. And I might just grab them out here before I'll have a kid say, let's meet before practice. I talk to you, just so they get, because they may have some questions for me too, and what my thoughts are also.
Do you feel you're kind of still more in information gathering mode right now?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think I am in more information mode just because I'm the new guy, and it's very hard. The one thing that you miss out on is when you're not involved with recruiting these players. So I always have the saying, walk a day in their shoe, not their shoes, just their shoe, because I don't know where they came from and what they've been through. And when you recruit players, you have a better feel of a lot of things about them. Because as I said, it's just not the football aspect, it's the personal aspect of their lives. And I want to do a little better job, too, with them academically. I got to catch up on how they're doing academically to make sure that, I'm on top of them on all facets of the college experience and not just football.
Are you a sideline guy or a coach's box guy?
I'm a sideline guy. That way the head coach can grab you on the neck. So, I've always been down on the sideline. I like it better. People say why. Some like it upstairs. I think what happens is when you're down on the sidelines, you can see their eyes, and it's easier to see if they really get it or where they are, because you can tell a lot more about it when you call them off to the side. Especially if something went wrong, whether it's been corrected, you can kind of look when you get to know them, and that's what I go back to. That I've got to get to know the players better. I've got to know their mannerisms. I've got to know the things about them, and that'll take some time. And like I said, I'll have some time now, and I'll have some time, obviously in June when they're in class, I'll be able to do some things, and it'll be a good thing.
These guys where you would like to be?
No, you're never coaches are never where they want them to be. So we have a lot of work to do, and we know it, and we put a lot of things in. We've really gone and put a lot of things in early. So I anticipated there would be mistakes today. And I anticipated that. It's nothing I didn't anticipate, because we have so much in, and we're going to keep adding, keep putting different techniques and things in, and then when we get all through the spring, we'll have tape, we'll have film, we'll be able to go about it, look at it, and just be able to settle down and say, okay, this is who we are. We don't know who we are yet, but we will, once we get through the spring.